A moment of your attention. What you're about to see here today on the Highlight Zone After Hours is like nothing you have ever seen before. It's shocking. It's raw. Quite frankly, it's a lot of my brother. More than we all need to see. So sit back and let's take a journey into the grotesque and the annoying right here on the Highlight Zone After Hours.
Stay tuned because your next stop is the Highlight Zone After Hours.
The Twilight Zone.
All right, welcome to another episode of the Highlight Zone After Hours. Today we're doing a super special interview. I'm Steve with Sarah.
Hi.
And horror collector, prop aficionado, Mr. freaking Greg Palko. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, guys? Thanks for having me on. This is awesome.
Dude, thanks for letting us in there. And as if you guys can see right now, Greg's room, I'm doing this a lot because I'm pointing at the screen. You're going to see me doing this number a lot, leaning in, because Greg has the greatest collection of horror props I've ever seen, including, obviously, Mr. Rod Serling behind you, which is how we actually met, right?
That's it, yeah. Sarah, I believe your wife saw my post on Reddit, and then she told you about it. You found me on Instagram, and that was it. History was made from that point forward.
Yeah, the harassment began after Sarah saw you on Reddit, right? That's where you saw it in the...
Seems like I started.
The harassment. I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily say it was crazy harassment, but...
Yeah, all right. The banter.
Me and
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks for joining us, buddy. So ever since we started chatting, I've been obsessed with your collection, which, as you guys can see just behind him, is absolutely amazing. It's super freaking cool. But the one that really got our attention is Rod freaking Serling. And obviously you are a fan of all things horror, but big fan of the Zone, right?
Of course, man. Ever since I was a kid, it's been a yearly tradition watching the New Year's Eve, marathon. Ever since I was a kid, it's just something that needs to be done. I don't know if it's like necessarily a nostalgic throwback, or obviously I love it just because it's written so well. Rod Serling himself is writing his presence. The stories behind the stories, if you would say, how he always had the secret meanings behind racial issues, world issues, everything going on. It was just brilliant, and it's just something that's stuck with me all these years. I absolutely love it.
You guys just zoom in behind him. Look at his background.
So
this is incredible, man.
It's funny that you're talking about that, though, because even before all this stuff, we're like discussing physical media and whatnot. I've been collecting horror movies probably for like 29, 30 years. That was my first passion. So
It's true.
I must have like 2,000 or 3,000 tapes upstairs, VHS, DVD, Blu-rays, just literally shelves and shelves and shelves of that stuff.
It's true.
So it started off as that. I mean, I think I bought, no, there's a story behind this. It's stupid. I was like 16 years old, and I walked uptown with my sister.
It's true.
And the town I am. And we went to this video store that was closing down, and everything was for sale, obviously. So there was this one big box version called Headless Eyes. And I was like, I've never seen this movie before. I'm a 16-year-old little kid. I'm like, but there's like this awesome big box artwork of like this dude's eye just laying on the ground. I was like, I need this. I have to have this for my collection. So I take it off the shelf, and I walk up to the counter, and the guy's like, ID? And I was like, fuck. And that just created a monster from that point. I was like, I'm going to collect every goddamn movie I can from this.
I know who did it. I know who did it.
So before we dive into your room, what are you drinking? Because I went with you today. I went whiskey, and I brought out the handle of Jameson. I figured.
I have my box down here. I'm drinking Lafrigue, the Oak Select specialty today.
Oh, so, see, nicely done. Yep. You brought out the nice stuff for the show. Well done. All right.
Yes, sir. Hey, special
nice
people cause for special beverages. So
no, liar, but okay. What's your special occasion?
Diet Coke.
Just Diet Coke. So, all right. So great. If everyone can look around, you can see your room.
Yep.
Let's get into this because you're going to be doing a retelling today of your favorite episode, and we just rewatched it. And
oh boy.
I way that this was your pick because this is a sneak attack one. This is one that people don't usually bring up, and it's called Come Wander With Me. It is technically the last episode of the Twilight Zone that was ever filmed. It is season 5, episode 34. It was first aired on May 22nd, 1964, but we'll get into the retelling in a minute.
Yep.
All right, so Greg, let's get into this because your background is amazing, and I think everyone that already knows you knows what's going on, but if you don't, what is your whole thing is super hyper realistic horror props. And if you could do us a solid and just kind of give us a background of all of this and how you got started, and then segue into how you got a actual, I'm pointing like anyone can see me right over your shoulder, a life-size Rod Serling, which is what got our attention in you in the first place, because it is absolutely fantastic. And the details are insane.
Details are what matter, right?
Yep.
So how did I get into the hobby itself?
Yeah.
I was, like I said, it started off with horror movies. It kind of progressed eventually into other things. I had like latex busts and stuff. So when I was still younger, living at my parents' house, I would go to Spencer's Gifts and I would buy like a zombie head or something, and I would put it on like a parking cone in my bedroom, which I stole from like down the street for some reason. And I have like this OCD thing where I'm like, I think things have to be in a certain place, and I'll walk into a room, and if it's moved, I'm like, hold on, something's wrong. And my mom hated the horror shit, so she would walk in and she would turn the head around, and like it just led into this thing. I was like, you know what, I need some more heads just to piss her off. but like it kind of progressed eventually because like the first high end one I got was Jason down here from Part 4, and then it's like, I say high end with that, but it's like a mediocre, like a resin sculpt. But I think I still keep it around just because it was the first one, like the higher end one that I got. But it kind of like snowballed over the past like 15 years into more and more, and just trying to like relive memories. Like just kind of like walking back in time into horror movies I grew up with. Just being around the characters that I've loved, watching on the screen. That was basically why I did this, I think.
Do you get them custom made, or do you find them in places and then just buy them from there?
No, everything in here is completely custom made.
Damn.
Yeah, it's all about yeah. So there's like if you look at my Blind Dead Templar, which is, I'll show you when we walk around the room. Tombs of the Blind Dead is my favorite horror movie / series of all time. That's literally a one-of-one custom. Nobody else has that. Just like the Rod Serling. So yeah, there's literally a few pieces in here that nobody else on Earth will have because they're one-on-one commissions. Nobody else will have them.
Is your Rod considered one of those one-on-one commissions?
Yes.
Right?
Yep. When I spoke to the artist, I was like, listen, I want this. Took screenshots of what I was looking for, and I photoshopped everything together. And I was like, I want it to look like this. So I could send you the progress pictures, how we started with clay, was working with stuff, was working off the initial picture that I sent him, and then it was just like a back and forth approval process over about a year until from probably start to finish.
No, so you just answered a question that had been in the back of my mind. How long was that? It's about a year to get something accurate.
That was about a year on that one, yeah. Yep.
Do you want to plug him? Does he do other custom pieces?
Walt Wizard, yeah. His name is Walt Wizard. He's actually from Peru. The guy is super talented, man, and great. And the crazy thing about that as well is his aunt lives maybe about a half an hour from here, and he was doing a show in New York City. He hand delivered it to me. What? He hand delivered it with his son. Came here, set it up in my living room. I literally videotaped us hanging out, like him telling me stories, how he's done work for Sylvester Stallone, was like one of his good clients. Hulk Hogan, like they were pretty tight friends before he passed away. Just really cool.
Like, how do you get in touch with someone like this? I mean, is this just a Google search? Who can make it?
No. So, I mean, it's, from being in the hobby for so long, you meet collectors. This was actually, Walt Wizard was recommended to me by another collector friend of mine in the Midwest. He used him to have a Silence of the Lambs piece done. And I liked what he did on that. So I was like, you know what, his pricing is really decent. And so I just took a shot in the dark. I was like, I kind of wanted to put an end to the collection thing after a while. It's like there's only so much stuff I need. I don't want to go overboard. I don't want to fill space just to fill space. I just want the collection to feel like it's special. Like every piece belongs where it is. There's a reason behind every piece. I'm not just putting shit on a shelf, right? So I saved the Rod Serling for the last because personally, that would be the most important one to me, growing up with him my entire life. And I kind of have him in the middle of the room, like he's kind of telling a story about all the stuff around me.
So you said that your very first one was, which one was it again, Jason?
Part 4, Jason Voorhees down on he's on the, you probably can't see him from there. I'll show you if we walk around the room, but that was the first one. It's funny you talk about like taking up physical space as well, because I sent you the video previously how I made like the tall man into a full life-size figure.
Yep.
So I've done that with a couple of them. I've also done it, if you could see up there with the Vincent Price, I turned him into a life-size figure. And I have another full-size Slimer from Ghostbusters. But just to save space, I have the Slimer upstairs. I took the legs off of the tall man. I took the legs off of the Vincent Price from Madhouse. And think a couple other things I basically have tucked away in storage, saving it for like a rainy day
Just a
kind of
pile
deal.
of legs somewhere.
I was gonna say your attic is a bunch of collector
Yeah.
cards that have been waist down.
That's his own horror room.
Listen, at least the house is never getting robbed, so that's how I look at it. Yeah.
So they're walking out with people. You're gonna know what's going on.
I know.
So
Yeah.
good. Can you go through a little bit of Rod's actual details? Because you and I have gone through between the cigarette, the watch, and what he's wearing. If you could, I would love to kind of get into the detail minutia of what's going on with this piece, because it's absolutely jaw-dropping.
So like the really cool detail, like to begin with, like Rod Serling was short as hell, right? He was like 5'4". So I'm about 6 feet tall. You could see like the actual like height, the difference. So he is actual 1-to-1 scale.
Wow.
Everything is on silicone, so it's literally, it feels like human flesh. Even down to the details he did of like the lower teeth, how they were crooked, and kind of like the overbite that he had. So I could zoom in on that later if you want me to come up to it. It has hand punched hair, so every single hair on his head, the eyebrows, etc., it's all hand punched. So every individual hair was hand punched with real human hair. So it's literally real hair, not just some kind of synthetic garbage,
Yeah.
The main things I wanted to do when I was telling him to make it is I really, really, really wanted to be the monochrome color, because obviously when you're watching Twilight Zone, you don't watch the colorized version. You watch the original black and white, how it was filmed, how it was supposed to be. So I wanted that. The only color I wanted was a glowing LED inside the cigarette, just to make it pop a little bit and bring it to life a little bit more. So, but yeah, man, everything is custom made. From the suits down to everything, he had everything tailored, custom made. It's incredible.
So the guy that made it for you, the dude from Peru, he picked up the clothes and everything. He didn't just make like the head and then you got a mannequin.
No. So even the mannequin itself is custom. He basically cut stuff apart, pieced everything together, and made like, so the arm has that certain pose. I wanted the one hand in the pocket and then the iconic hand in front holding the cigarette. Yeah.
That is incredible.
So
just an absolute crazy amount of work. Yeah.
So this seems a year of going back and forth before, while it's a private commission, it seems like a really long time. Is this your longest, or are any of the other pieces in your insane collection?
No.
Yeah, go for it.
I've gone over 2 years before on some pieces.
Which ones?
I have, so it was actually one that I ended up selling because it didn't really fit the collection as well. It was Arnold Schwarzenegger from T2. So I had him with the chrome showing half of the face and the glowing eye. Yeah. Which was a beautiful piece. And that was done by Father Phantom Studios. But that was kind of like when I was like first really getting into the hardcore, like high end stuff. And I was like, it's a beautiful piece. It's sculpted incredibly well, but it doesn't fit the rest of the collection. It's not the horror aesthetic that I was looking for. So.
It's a cool prop, but you're right. It would be kind of an outlier in your room.
But
yeah, exactly.
So well though. People love that.
Point, if you could can you walk us in some details over here, because I would love to kind of walk through what's going on in this room and get some up closes on Rod, the cigarette.
Definitely. Let me grab it and I'll spin the camera around. So
this question, do you have a favorite?
A favorite piece in the room?
Yeah.
It's definitely
so realistic.
It's gotta be the Rod Serling. Yeah.
Look at. By the way, one of my questions later, it may be a no-brainer at this point seeing it, but I'll save it. But you're
gonna save that one? Oh, sorry. You asked, or you were asking if there's like any non-horror stuff technically, or it didn't fit well, like the Terminator. This technically isn't horror. That was the child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
is that Sam's lollipop from right there, or no? I can't.
No, it's not. It's not necessarily Sam's. It's just a lollipop because he had all the candy from the film.
You know what I mean? Sam's got the one that's kind of broken. Okay.
Yeah, right. He has like the bite taken out of it.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Look at the details.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Damn.
This is
here's the life-size Tar Man from Return of the Living Dead.
Oh my house is huge.
Okay, there's your Mr. Seer. Yeah, what's up? And the Invader. By the way, anyone can see right over here. You helped me fix mine up so it looks as good.
Man. There's the Queen Alien you wanted to see.
This is the one right here that kind of flew me back the other day, was your Queen Alien. I mean, the wall, that piece has got to be a flat with that wall. I am, that is.
Yeah, I think it's huge. That's a massive piece.
What is that weigh?
Oh, geez, probably like close to 50 pounds. It's huge.
A lot of anchors going into your wall, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know,
I never saw your Keeper Sutherland, right?
I don't know if you've seen that one or not. No, David from the Lost Boys, obviously. Yeah.
Yep.
So realistic.
That's a hand punched there, silicone. Grandpa from Texas Chainsaw. Reanimator.
Yep, good. I love that. Oh my God. Texas Chainsaw, man, the props on that are absolutely outrageous because they look so great. Look at that.
Whoa. Oh, man, they're so realistic.
They're so good.
Oh.
It's absolutely fantastic. Look at that.
And then I have a Excalibur from Texas Chainsaw 3. This thing's a beast.
Oh,
Look at the size of the blade on that thing.
that is wild.
Yeah, that thing is awesome, dude. And then obviously the first chainsaw from the first 1974.
Yep.
That's a Poland. Yeah.
See, the detail on these is amazing. And then you've got your Twilight Zone. That's your pinball right there, right?
Yeah, I got a Tales from the Crypt on it right now. I was playing.
Do you actually play it?
I do. Yep, I play it all the time.
Man, that's incredible.
So cool.
The Gate, one of my favorite horror films from the 80s. This is the Blind Dead Templar I was telling you about, kind of hidden behind Rod Serling right now.
Yep.
Yeah, huge.
Looks like a
Come around this way. Yeah, I'm actually sending out that quote to my buddy. Yep.
You and I kind of bonded accidentally about this because Creepshow, we're going to do a special edition there. They filmed it not too far from our house with Creepshow 2. It's one of my all-time favorites. Very similar to Twilight Zone as it's an
it's a classic.
It's absolutely fantastic. That freaked me out. It was so good. Hey, Talkie Tina. There's Jason. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Neat looking next to everything.
Yeah, I know. Talkie Tina in the middle of this group is so off-putting.
It's so funny.
Absolutely outstanding.
That's so cool.
Now that one right there freaks me the hell out. Pig face.
Oh, this one?
That's
Motel Hell. Yeah, Motel Hell's a good one.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's absolutely
Quasimodo. Yeah. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Yes,
The actual-
here we go. Right on. That's so cool. That's our exact
Yeah,
same
man.
era.
That's a good one, right? Sorry, I got the ring light in the way over here. The
Nope.
room's usually not this cluttered, so I'm just kind of
Is that
I actually had
it's grappling right now? You got is that stripe on the wall?
not striped. That's just one of the green gremlins.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Is that a TV screen? Is that usually showing something?
This is my arcade. Yeah. So this is actually the one I just reskinned.
This is so cool.
Yep. Here's my Jason from Part 7. Yeah. This is I think I sent you the video link, right, where I literally just reskinned this arcade to do a Tune of the Blind Dead theme on it. So
Yeah, that looks good.
thanks.
That is absolutely stunning. I didn't realize that was your arcade. I didn't.
Oh yeah.
And then your Predator is absolutely fantastic, dude. These look like the ones that you see in like, what's our Planet Hollywood? This looks real. This looks
Oh yeah.
absolutely.
This thing's a beast.
What's your favorite Predator movie?
The original, obviously. You can't
Predator one?
you can't say anything. Yeah. Oh yeah. You can't go any other way. And then here's your Rod Serling one. This is
Yeah. Okay. Let's get into this right here. Okay. Tell us a little bit about the painstaking detail that you were really going through when you talk about a year of going back and forth with the commission. And for people that don't know, and I'm sure most of you do, when you commission a piece, it's a big collaboration between you and the artist. It's back and forth and back and forth. Does this look good? Then you tweak it back and forth. And if yours went a year, give me just a Cliff Notes version of what you guys were going through, because I'm blown away by how realistic that looks.
So Walt was actually really easy to work with as opposed to other artists, man. He was open to interpretation, anything. He wasn't pissy with any changes I made. Because I could be pretty particular with stuff. You're spending the money, you want it to be perfect, at least in your eyes. But it was, I think, like change-wise, he probably didn't really get hardcore started on the sculpt until about 4 months into it. It was just going back on sketches and shit. But, I mean, from the clay, I think I changed the clay sculpture when he was doing the face maybe like 4 times, just fixing little things like the nose. He had the face a little wide for my liking, and
really, you can go that detailed, like maybe his face looked a little wide, bring his cheeks in a little bit more. That's how detailed it went, right?
that's exactly what happened. Yes, yep.
Wow.
But yeah, it looks sick. You could see all the hairs, like everything is hand punched by hand.
God.
It's just so realistically, it's just spot on. Can you go down to his hand and show us the cigarette too? Because this blew me away. Just you got the hand, like the way he,
Position of it.
yeah, I'm just blown away. And You and I talked about this a lot. I want to wear that watch just for fun.
Yeah, it's funny. We were discussing that because he wore a Ventura Electric, right? Hamilton Ventura Electric. Like a legitimate one's like close to $1,000. I was like, I'm spending $1,000 on something you're just going to see tucked from a corner of his wrist, you know? So
See, that's the thing though about you is that you weren't just okay with, oh, you won't see his watch. You had to get something as close to accurate for the quarter of an inch you see creeping out of his jacket. I mean, that's how hyper accurate you are. Is you
it's a disease.
a real thing for something that you don't even see. It's more just a knowledge.
Yeah. It's because you'll know. It's because I'll know. You know, I'll walk into the room and I'll just know that's there. And if it wasn't there, it would probably drive me crazy. If it was just some like little off-brand watch, like that didn't match, I should say, like the style, it would drive me crazy. So,
all right. So I got to ask you, this is the big question is if you are a movie prop fan, and most people that watch anything, they are obsessed with movies, taking out cars. Okay. So you can't say Ecto-1 or the DeLorean. You could take one movie prop from any movie. It's the real one from a movie, and you could add it into your collection and frame it and light it up. Do you have one that jumps right out at you? Because,
ooh, man, that's real. So you couldn't do cars at all? Like no cars?
I would say no cars. Cars are too big and a little too obvious.
Vehicle.
They're huge, maybe, but you do you. Like, do you know?
I can't think of a prop that I would take from a movie.
You can't think of one?
Not off the top of, I would seriously have to sit down and think about it.
Do you know which one I think is super important? And it's, if you think about props in movies, it's got to be kind of a pivotal point of the story, right? And you know which one jumps out to me is always the one from Hellraiser. Hellraiser's the cube.
Lament configuration.
This is what I was going to say is the cube is, that's an iconic, like, I mean, all right.
You could actually buy them. They actually have them for sale. Like they have like the screen used ones, like they probably use maybe like between like 10 to 15 per film. So like the newer ones are available. You can get them for a few $1,000s, but if you want to spend $2,000 on a piece of wood, you know, that's the hard part. Yeah.
You know which one would be good is the book from the Mummy with the key.
Oh my God, the Mummy book.
The book of Hamanatra with the key that locks.
Yeah.
That would be a
you
good one.
You could buy a replica of that now on Etsy. They do sell that.
Yeah.
Necronomicon. Yeah, that'd be cool.
I do not, wait, say the word again.
Necronomicon.
Necronomicon. That's it. I know the word. It's something I can never say it, but that's another good one.
Yeah, that's the Necronomicon. That'd be a cool one to have. I don't know if I were to choose one authentic movie prop. Man, maybe the record from the Gate. That would be really cool to have. Sacrifix from the original Gate film from the '80s. You ever see that one? Yeah,
no, like that is a deep cut. See, that's incredible. No one would know that is real or fake.
I would probably kill to have that. That would be sick, dude. Because I mean, The Gate is in my top 5 movies of all time, like top 5 favorites. So I mean, that would just be really cool. And come to think of it, too, I don't ever think I've ever really seen like an accurate replica made of that, like one with the pages inside. Like that would be really cool, man. I would buy that. Yeah.
What about? Okay, so we both have it. We both have a Mystic Seer here. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Twilight Zone props. Let's just kind of rank out some of the really big important ones. Okay.
I would want a little invader, like the
real invader.
Like the legit, that would be awesome.
And I want him to move like this. The tiny little pew pew scary laser.
And like just start zapping, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. And start having little hives everywhere.
See, the Twilight Zone's got a lot of these good props. You've got the dummy is a great one. Talking Tina. Talking Tina would be a really good one to get your hands on, one of the original on-screen ones.
From the masks
are a great one. There's so many good props in the Twilight Zone that it's kind of you don't think about it, but it's a very
from what you need.
Oh my God, my dad would love to shoot from what you need. Oh, that's his favorite episode. No, it's not. It's up there.
That's a hard one. That's a really hard one from Twilight Zone. I would say, what about the cracked glasses from Time at Last? I actually have those legitimate. I mean, that's huge.
Absolutely.
And then what was the one episode? I would like to have this one too.
The actual book from the cookbook from To Serve Man.
Oh yeah, of course.
Incredible.
Yep.
Something like that. But
what was the name of the episode where the guy he flipped the coin and stood up on its side? He could hear everybody's thoughts. That prop though, just that coin inside of a glass case would be incredible.
Ooh, Mystic Seer. Sign that says Willoughby.
A Willoughby sign would be good.
Oh, come on. I know.
As I
It's a penny for your thoughts. I was right.
So all the viewers,
Is that what it was? It actually was
the
a
whole
penny for
time
thoughts.
they've been
Okay.
shaking it like she was right originally. Nicely done.
Thank you.
I'm drinking Diet Coke. Leave me alone. Yeah.
I'm so sober
See,
right now.
that's what happens. You lose all sense of reality when
That's
you're
it,
drinking
yep.
Jameson with Greg. Diet Coke, it keeps your memory intact. Well, good job.
Yeah.
It is.
That's your commercial right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, we used to have a Diet Coke ad. We used to do that as our
Mhm.
gimmick. Oh,
That's your sponsor. Done. Sold.
yeah, that's what we used to start the show with.
What did happen to
Oh,
that?
I have no idea. All right. So, how confident are you on your retelling in 3 minutes or less?
Oh, I'm horrible with this stuff, but let's do it.
Are you?
Yeah. This is not my strong suit. Yeah, but that's cool. Let's do it. It'll be fun.
Okay. All right. We'll give this a shot. All right. Ready?
All right.
So we'll do this. We're going to send it over my way, Sarah. And I'll wait a minute. I'm not even ready. I know I'm not ready.
Still
Come
hoping.
wander with me. She's still keep it steady. There you go. Keep it holding.
It's the Jameson.
Season 5, episode 34, aired on May 22nd, 1964. Technically, the last episode of The Twilight Zone ever filmed. This is interesting. It was written by Anthony Wilson and directed by future Twilight Zone movie director Richard Donner. Ooh, what do you think about that? No?
Yeah.
No? All right. I thought it was pretty interesting. All right. Sarah, send it over my way, prop style. Oh my God, that was such a good one. I dropped my phone.
They're right out.
All right, here we go. Mr. Floyd Burney, a gentleman, songster in search of song, is about to answer the age-old question of whether a man can be in two places at the same time. As far as this folk song is concerned, we can assure that Mr. Burney, he'll find everything he's looking for, although the lyrics may be not to his liking. But that's sometimes the case in the words and music that are recorded in the Twilight Zone. All right. So I'm going to keep a clock up here, but as you have seen in our show before, clocks mean nothing. The longer we go, the more we drink. I'm ready to go.
I need to pour a little bit more in my glass if that's the case. Shit.
That's the best part, is doing it afterwards. All right.
Yeah. Yep.
Fast over to you. 3 minutes on the shot clock. And here we go with your retelling. And go.
Okay. So here we go. You have Floyd Burney, who's like this rockabilly kind of Elvis wannabe guy. He pulls up in this car. He hits this bridge. The bridge is out of commission completely. Takes his guitar with him, walks over, goes into this little unknown town in the middle of nowhere, and he goes into this music shop. There's this old man behind the counter. He's trying to basically, Floyd Burney's thing is he wants to buy a song. He wants a hit song. He doesn't want to write it. He wants to buy the song, right? So he's asking this guy. Apparently, somebody on the highway somewhere told him about this little shop, and he was under the impression that, hey, if I go here, I could spend money. I'm this big hot shot kind of dude. I'm going to get what I need. The guy has nothing for him. He's like, I have nothing. This is not what I'm here for. It's just, that's what it is. For some reason, I don't know why, he buys a guitar when he has this beautiful guitar in his hand already, and he just takes this old beat up guitar, and he hears this song playing faintly, I guess, in the woods somewhere. So he ventures out of it, and he's trying to follow the sound. He passes, like, subconsciously, or whatever, like his tomb or his gravestone, like off in the background. It's very like quick. You'll see that later, but he walks right by that, and then there's this figure who I'm guessing like represents death. This cloaked female figure. She shows up repeatedly as he walks and finds this female singing the song. So basically, Mary Rachel, was that the name? I'm trying to remember. It's been a little hot minute, right? So there we go. We both watched it. Cool. There it is. Thanks. So he sits down with Mary Rachel. He's trying to entice her basically to play this, to teach him the song, or he wants to buy it off her. It's going to be his next big hit. She's saying that it's not something that I can release. It's something that's in me. I'm not allowed to. I was told by these two brothers in town, which I can't recall their names, that this is my song. I'm not allowed to let you know it. I'm not supposed to sing it, not let you know it. Nobody can sing the damn thing. He schmoozes her some more with this quick talk, eventually gets her to play the song. He records it. And then the one brother comes out. They end up in some kind of a scrap or like that. He ends up killing the guy. And then he hears the song playing on the tape player, which was the lyrics now are the current situation going on. Everything has changed. So he's like, what the F is going on? Like, why is this song playing? Like, we're trying to finish this stuff up. But it's like, so the song is going on. He hears the dogs coming from the brother of the guy that he killed, and they're running, they're trying to escape, and he's bringing Mary Rachel with him or whatever like that. And she's saying, no, stay. Maybe it's different this time if you don't run, because apparently time is just overlapping. It's repeating. And it's an ongoing thing where he goes into town, he dies, and the same shit happens again. So she tries to get him to stay. He leaves her. He runs away. He runs back to that original shop which he went into with the old man, and he tries to hide behind some like musical instruments, but everything just starts playing all at once, basically drawing attention to him. Here I am. I'm over here. You can't hide. And then it basically ends with I guess the brothers, like the silhouette of them coming into the shop, and the dog's howling, and then like the gun raises. You see Floyd like kind of cowering in fear, and then the gunshot goes off, and then it shows his gravestone, and I guess like the cycle repeats over and over again. That's it.
All right.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Nice.
Ready? Sarah, send it over prop style so we can do this. I don't know. In retrospect, it may be said of Mr. Floyd Burney that he achieved that final dream of the performer, an eternal top name billing, not the fleeting billboards of the entertainment world, but forever recorded along the folk songs of the Twilight Zone. That's freaking Bing Crosby's son.
Crazy, right? Absolutely crazy.
Right? I mean,
yeah.
The nepotism in this one kind of tracks because he's got the deep voice. And when he actually sings the song, his voice tone drops so much that it doesn't even sound like him on set.
That's the question. Was that actually him singing, or was that Bing Crosby? Right?
I'm going to tell you straight up, it doesn't say.
I that
Because it sounds nothing like him.
That's what I said, is it doesn't sound like him. It sounds like his dad. I wasn't entirely positive.
Yeah.
It doesn't say. It just.
Oh, I thought he was a singer in his first. Oh, maybe.
So wait a minute. So did we just decide here that,
Whoa, you guys, like,
Bing
blew my
Crosby
mind.
just sang the song for his son? Is that what we're saying?
Wait, I thought
That's what I'm thinking, at
he
least.
Sing it.
Come wander with me.
See, this is what I'm saying. When he started singing in this episode, and maybe you guys can see it below us. I'll see if I can put that clip
He
in
was
here.
once the band leader of the revival of the new Glenn Miller Orchestra. So
No way.
yeah, maybe.
But either way,
That's-
his voice sounds significantly different, right? You know what I'm talking
Completely
about.
different. Completely. And like, but to go back a little bit, that song is like the biggest earworm out of any episode or anything I've ever watched in my life. Like, I almost hate to watch the episode, even though it's my favorite, because I won't be able to sleep at night because it repeats in my head all night. It's
Love
crazy. Yeah. Like, it's so addicting.
Yeah, it is. I love that. So, I mean, okay, so outside of that, Liza Minnelli auditioned for the role opposite of
Yeah.
Gary Crosby. Minnelli was so nervous that the production commented that she'll never make it. And that's just hilarious to me that Liza Minnelli could have been in a Twilight Zone episode.
Hey,
I
that's
feel like
inside nepotism then. Because her mom, she didn't get the role because her mom then, right?
no, that'd be
That would
reverse.
be the opposite.
Yeah, sorry, you got passed
Completely.
up.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Completely. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Yep.
That's one call per day, isn't it? Gee, I should think he'd want to save that for his lawyer.
So I just think it's absolutely interesting. Okay, so what is your rating on this? It's your favorite episode. It's got to be what, a 10?
I mean, is anything ever perfect? Honestly, maybe like a 9.5. Say. I mean, like I said, it's like a 10 is pretty hard to earn. I can't think of too many shows or episodes that like are perfect. You know, I'm sure there are a couple things in there that could have been changed initially. You know, I mean, okay, what about like the old guy when he goes back in and he's talking to the old guy again? He's trying to hide. Why the hell did he club him? What was the point? Did he kill him? Did he just knock him out? So there's some things in there like a little iffy.
He
Right?
has a really short fuse, like a really bad temper.
Yeah, he's a little wacky.
How many questions he asked him and he was like, just blank? I would have been really pissed.
How about the fact that his car had the quotes of his songs written on the door? It was
On
like,
the door. It's like,
I have 3 singles, and you know because I'm driving around with them.
yeah.
It's so
Yeah,
on
he
the
was.
nose.
I like how it's I like that. The thing about it as well is that episode was very open to interpretation, right? Like there's no like definitive answer on what exactly happened. Was it time looping? Was it something else? So it's really creepy.
Which is why my rating on this one is a 6. Not in a negative way, but the open to interpretation.
I'd say a 7. I think a 7's good. I like that they're immediately upfront with the fact that he's dead. Like they don't try to hide it like the hitchhiker. They don't make it a twist.
The twist isn't that he's dead. They tell you straight up front.
And
you know what?
I really like, because they don't do this, the song is saying what happens.
Yeah, great.
It makes sense. She's been singing it because that's what happened and she's sad. So she wrote it based on the events that occurred. So I really like that part, and the playback happening and then him realizing, oh my God, you're song that I'm about to buy is about me doing all this crazy shit is wild.
And then he doesn't want it. He's like, I don't want this shit anymore. Take it back.
I'm over this. There's too much freaky shit going on.
Yeah.
But I feel like there were so many things I wanted answers to, and I'm okay with like ambiguous endings to certain things. But I really wanted to know a lot of things. Like, is he stuck in a time loop? How many times has he gone through this? Is she dead? Or is she part of the time loop that he just is recurring? Or is she just a crazy person who has been through this and just sits in the woods knowing that he's going to keep coming back over and over?
See, that's the thing I love about it. That's the thing, because personally, I like films where the ending is open-ended. Like, it allows you to think. It allows that universe to expand in your mind. Like, put yourself into the story.
And I do like sometimes when it throws you in a situation and you don't know the answers and you don't know what's going on and they don't really explain it. But this one, I was almost like craving it. Like, I really wanted to know her story. I really wanted to know, is she alive? Is she just sitting there waiting for him to keep popping back up? And I was really curious about that. Clearly he's got a temper.
That is an interesting thought.
That's
think
the part
about
that was
her
really
side story.
bugging me, is because I wanted to know her part in this whole thing.
I always kind of took her as kind of like an ambassador of death, like an angel of death kind of character. That's how I always took it.
Like, her cute.
That's exactly how I see it. Same way.
And then she had the cloak version, because he follows her into the woods as the cute version in the dress, but he passes the cloak version of her.
Yeah. Which also reminds me of the one on horses, where there's the girl that's going back to say, "Don't choose that guy because he's gonna abuse the shit out of you," and she's wearing all black, just like how she is. It's the same actress.
It looks exactly like yeah. So I didn't know, because it looks like there's two of them, but obviously she at the very end is like on the ground because he leaves her, and then she turns into the cloak one again.
And then it just changes real quick. Yep, exactly.
Yeah. So again, I don't know. Does that mean she's dead? Or, I mean, she did say that we were lovers, and the pattern that he went through was that he left her. Maybe it'll be better this time if you don't leave me. And then he continues to leave her. And, maybe she's not dead, or maybe, I don't know. That's kind of the only thing that I really wanted to know. Other than that, I thought it was a lot more interesting this time watching it around than I remember the first time. I guess. But that was like years ago. So I didn't really remember it very well. So it was kind of refreshing to see it again and kind of have a new appreciation for it. But
this is one of those ones that's like a fungus. It grows on you because watch it, then you start thinking about it later. So many of the episodes, actually, you know what? Not especially season 5. Season 5's got some fucking bangers. And they really throw in some. And then you've got these iconic episodes. And then in between, you get these ones that no one ever talks about. And I take this episode to be one of those ones, especially because it's at the end of the show. Its entire strand.
It's overshadowed by a lot of the bigger ones.
That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Is hardcore.
I do remember this one, but I just didn't remember it very well.
The other thing, it doesn't have anything super iconic imagery. Like the one that follows it technically is the last episode, The Fear, which is the guy with the big. I got it right there. Where is he? He's over here somewhere. Where's my toy of him? Is he the other? Oh, he tipped over. He's up there. He tipped over. I found him.
Technically 2 after this.
I think there's 2 after, but I mean, in theory, but it's an interesting one. It's a sneak attack. And I like this because of that. And it's got me thinking about it again.
Yep. I hope it sticks with you.
The Bewitching Pool is the last
one. The Bewitching Pool is the last one. With Scout from.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I think that's such a weak episode, too.
Yeah. You think it's a weak? I like the fact that pool has been used in so many other famous things. If you look up that pool, it's used in a lot of Hollywood deaths. It's a really iconic pool, but
save it for another episode.
I'll save it for another episode. Okay. So we're all on the same page here. We're not even remotely on the same page. What is your score?
Not even close.
7. You gave it 7, 6, 10, or 9.599, whatever you want to give it.
I can't wait to see the little.
I put the little picture up here. I'm going to do it again right now. You got a 9.59999. The little
repeating
greater than sign, and then something else. Well, Greg, dude, this was a lot of fun. And
yeah, man.
For showing us around your room and all of this other stuff. And everybody go again and follow him here. Check this all out. And keep up with what he's doing, because he's doing really cool crap that we all really wish that we could do. Dude, Greg, cheers, buddy.
Man. Thank you.
We didn't necessarily drink from your retelling because I stopped keeping track, but I think you're right there. I drank anyway.
I'm going to have to drink when I rewatch it, so don't worry about it. It's all good.
That. Right on.
Yeah, but guys, thank you so much for having me on. It was a pleasure. It was cool having you in the room, sharing the stories, and being on your show, of course. Fantastic.
Well,
I'm super stoked to do it. It was awesome.
Well, cheers, man. We'll be in touch. And Sarah, thanks
Right.
for joining us today. All right.
Sarah, thank you. It's good to meet a fellow Jersey girl, even though you're not having good pizza out there anymore. But you have
Oh, the Chinese food and the
Yeah.
pizza.
You said pizza, which is what I always say, and she always goes, the Chinese food sucks everywhere except for there.
all right, guys.
Again, man. Cheers and have a
Thank you guys so
a
much.
good time. I don't know what I'm talking about. What did I say?
Cut.
And we're out. Bye,
The Jameson hit.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Where is this place and when? The answer is it doesn't make any difference.
Can you say eggs?
Steve is.